Good afternoon, class 9. Let us start our lesson Education. Education is fundamental to economic prosperity of a nation. It gives human resource knowledge of the world around them and help them change it into something better. It develops in them the perspective of looking at life. It helps human resource to build positive opinions and have their point of view on things in life. Let us now look at the meaning of education. Education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, and beliefs and habits. It means education is the process of attaining knowledge related to different subjects. To acquire different skills like speaking in mother tongue, learning to ride bicycle, learning to play basketball, etc. also come under education. In the same way, to get knowledge about different skills to sustain our everyday life, like teaching, tailoring, business, carpentry, etc., is also the part of education. Even education includes development of decent habits and acquiring of knowledge related to our customs, traditions, religions, festivals, etc. Education goes beyond what takes place within four walls of the classroom. A child gets the education from his experience outside the school as well as from within himself. On the basis of these factors, there are three types of education. They are formal education, informal education, and non-formal education. Now let us study about them one by one. Formal education. Getting education from academic institution is known as formal education. In this system, there is planned education of different subjects following a proper syllabus. The learners are bounded by time and rules. So, school is the example of formal education. Colleges are also the example of formal education. Now, let us talk about informal education. The education we obtain from our experiences or by living in the family or community is informal education. In informal education, there is no fixed syllabus or timetable to acquire knowledge. Learning mother tongue in the family, obtaining knowledge about different diseases from mass media like radio, television, etc., and even scouting are few examples of informal education. Now let us talk about non-formal education. Non-formal education is the way of attaining school, a way of attaining knowledge and skill through adult literacy classes, alternative schools, training, seminars, etc. You may think, what is adult literacy class? Adult literacy class is the teaching environment where illiterate adults are facilitated to read and write in their mother tongue. In the class, illiterate adults are even introduced to numeracy, including the ability to use a calculator. Now, let us talk about alternative schools. The schools which provide alternative schooling opportunities to the out-of-school children is known as alternative schools. The children can be the school dropouts or who has left the school in the middle, child laborers, child housemaids, child vendors, etc., who are not able to join the formal classes due to certain compulsions. The alternative schools have flexible time according to the demand of the majority of the students in the school. In the same way, by attending seminars and trainings, we can boost up our knowledge in different topics in non-formal way. Education is a lifelong process in a natural way. The real education converts the human being into being human. So, education is utmost important in our life. Now, let us talk about different importance of education. Education helps us to acquire language skill. Children learn their mother tongues in their families. Family is an agent of informal education. Later, the children learn different languages according to their requirements and become able to communicate in different languages. Now let us look at the second point. Education helps us to socialize and work in groups. Our parents, relatives, teachers, etc. teach us how to behave with others. They teach us to respect others and help each other in need. This helps us to get mixed up in the society and its environment. Even we learn to work together in collaborative way for the mutual benefit in the society. Now, look at the third point, to learn skills to sustain our life. Different types of skills can be acquired by the means of education. We need education to become teachers, doctors, pilots, administrators, etc. In the same way, we can get knowledge related to different types of skills like weaving carpet, driving buses, painting, plumbing, etc. to generate income in our everyday life. Now look at the fourth point. Education helps us to maintain quality life. Education helps an adult to acquire skills to generate income. If there is good income, the adult can make his family sustain easily. He can provide better education and healthy food to his children. He can spend money for their health care and entertainment. Now, look at the fifth point. Education creates employment opportunities. If a person is educated, he can utilize his knowledge in different sectors. He can come up with new ideas related to business and can create employment opportunities to a large mass of people. Now, let us go to the last point in this slide, that is sixth number, to become responsible citizen. Education makes us a responsible citizen. An educated person is aware about his rights and duties. He tries his best to follow the rules and regulations of a country. He elects the honest and dedicated leader in the elections, which helps the country to move forward in the path of prosperity. Now, let us look at the more importance of education. Education helps a person to manage the family efficiently. Education helps a person to acquire different skills. A skillful person never remains unemployed. He will not have the problems related to income. When there is income, family can be run properly. If a person is educated, he will have the knowledge to handle the conflicts in the family tactfully. So, to manage the family efficiently too, we need education. Now, let's look at another point. Education helps a person to eliminate social problems and evils from the society. Social problems and evils are the drawbacks of the society, so we should not follow them. An educated person is aware about the negative aspects of the problems and evils, so he works mutually with others to eliminate them from the society. Now look at the ninth point. Education helps to establish peace and harmony in the country. An educated person is aware about others' rights. He never discriminates the people on the basis of their background, like castes, religions, genders, etc. As a result, peace and harmony prevails in the society. Now, number 10, education helps us to become active agent of social transformation. An educated person is always updated in different subjects. He is familiar with news and views of the world. He can judge what are the obstacles in the development of his society. He can cooperate with society members to overcome them and can transform the society from darkness to light. Now the last point. Education helps us to become creative and innovative. Education makes a person creative. The person can use his creativity in different subjects. He can do research in different topics and come up with new ideas that can be beneficial to the whole world. We can take the example in this COVID time, the scientists of the world are using their brain to find the medicine or vaccine against coronavirus. One day they will be certainly successful to discover the medicine or vaccine against coronavirus because of their education.
Is quiz time. Number 1. Define education. Number 2. Name different types of educations. Number 3. List 2 importance of education. I hope you will write down the answers of this question in the comment section below.
Here is a question for practice. Define education. Discuss about the importance of education. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe our channel. If you haven't checked out our other videos, it's in the description below.